What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today, since it's the first day of fall, and it's hoodie weather here in northern Illinois, like Mallory can kind of attest to it. But yeah, we got another beer today, and let's see. Yeah, I haven't done a review for Blackstack Brewing Company in a while, so I decided, what the hell? It's kind of cold out in the 60s here, but it's never too kind of warm or cold for a nice triple dry hopped double IPA. And that's what we got today with this one called Dad Smokes. Dad Smokes? Question mark? It looks pretty cool. I like it. And there's a cool little story to kind of talk about this with. It's kind of how they do the description of this beer. Is pretty cool, so I'll be talking about that after I kind of drink it and explain a little bit about it. But yeah, this is a triple dry hopped IPA with Citra, Azeka, Cashmere, Vic Secret, and then they kind of go into a different realm when they start adding cryo hops to it. So they have Equinox Cryo, Columbus Cryo, and Idaho 7 Cryo. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of different hops going to be in this one, but I'm excited just because I feel like this is going to be a very, very dank IPA. And it's just like very kind of hoppy, I'm probably going to get some nice tropical fruit notes in there, maybe a citrusiness, but I'm expecting like a nice, deep, dank, piney flavors to come through a lot with this one. So I'm excited. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open, see what this guy's all about. This guy comes in at 8.5%, so yeah, not too bad on the ABV at all. Probably up there with probably an average range, I would say, for a nice double IPA. So let's crack this guy open and see what this thing's all about. Let's see what we got on the smell. Oh yeah, definitely getting like, I don't know, I guess this weather, my nose is starting to be a little runny, but that's okay. Getting notes of like mango, pineapple. Definitely I feel like this is going to have a nice pillowy mouthfeel to it. Just because the smell kind of is bringing forth a lot of tropical fruit notes. I'm expecting really deep, like malty, dank flavors as well. Yeah, this smells absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's pour this thing. I'm excited. So, gonna be drinking out of my Heart of the North glass this afternoon. Let's see how this pours. Oh yeah, has a little bit like a crisper kind of color to it. Maybe more of like a, I guess I don't say this is like orange juicy, but definitely has more of like a golden kind of color to it, which I think looks absolutely delicious. And look at that, people. Okay, on the camera it looks like kind of like an orange juicy kind of color, but it's crazy how it kind of looks like hazier from the top and to the bottom a little bit, which is, I think, pretty cool. Definitely still getting a lot of like hoppy flavors coming through. Yeah, I feel like this is just going to be a really dank, hoppy, tropical juice bomb in my face. So without further ado, let's give this guy a shot. So, cheers, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Holy mother of pearl. Yeah, I can definitely see why. I read the description of this beer when I pulled it out of the fridge, and I was like, okay. And then I saw the name, Dad Smokes, so I'm thinking maybe I have some like kind of cannabis kind of oriented themes around this. But yeah, this definitely is very, very dank, very upfront hoppiness, getting like that piney kind of resiny kind of flavor. Definitely getting smaller notes of like the tropical fruit and citrus, which I would expect. But they're letting the really hoppy flavors come through a lot in this one, which is actually tasting absolutely delicious. Definitely has like more of an oily mouthfeel than I thought. Not as pillowy mouthfeel, but kind of leaving that kind of texture in the mouth of having an oily mouthfeel. But overall, yeah, that's pretty fucking solid. So, time to actually read this description to you guys, because I thought it was pretty funny. So, looking over here on Untapped, they have the description of here, which I'll skip over a couple things because I already read off the hops, even though I'll probably just read it again. So, remember the first time you noticed a smell in the garage after Uncle Denny came over? Or what or what a good mood he was in after he came back from a Grateful Dead reunion show in '04? Well, our dad jokes basic recipe is taken to outer reaches with some of our favorite choice nugs, which included Citra, Zeka, Cashmere, Vic Secret, Equinox Cryo, Columbus Cryo, and Idaho 7 Cryo. Bust out the Tavasi cargo shorts, dig around your toolbox for your one-hitter for entirely too long, pull on that prime cassette of Berkeley 87, and get lost for a while. I think that description is pretty badass, if I say so myself. So, yeah, what they're trying to tell you is expect a lot of hoppy, dank, more cannabis-related hoppy flavors in this, which I totally get. So this is based off their Dad Jokes original IPA. So they kind of took it to the next level to bring in all those cryo hops, I think, and kind of bring out even more of those danky, hoppy flavors, just to make this a hop explosion in your face, and they did a fantastic job at it. Yeah. Super, like, there's so many different cannabis flavors in here that just, like, pop like crazy in this, and with a nice, like, slightly tropical fruit note, maybe like mango, or there's mango in there to me. There's a little bit of, like, pineapple, but not much. Then a little bit of, like, grapefruity citrusiness to kind of balance that a little bit. But yeah, they absolutely nailed it. Not really a boozy note in this whatsoever, even though it's only 8.5%. So wouldn't expect much of a kind of a booziness flavor in this. So, of course, Blackstack Brewing is out of St. Paul, Minnesota. They're family run, family owned. So I'm kind of curious of what gave the inspiration to this Dad Smokes thing, just because maybe there's somebody in that family that likes to partake in cannabis a little bit. But before we start looking through and kind of seeing what other people think about this one, let's look over here and see what kind of similar stuff is out there in the world that maybe you can get your hands on. Now they have 2 other Blackstack Brewing flavor beers on here, along with a couple other breweries. So what they're considering similar beers to this, you got Through the Wire from Blackstack Brewing. You got Shapeshift Black from Anchorage Brewing Company. You got the Blackstack Brewing Staying Current. And then let's see, we got the Glitter Parts. Which one is this? The Mango Colada Milkshake IPA from Levante Brewing Company. And then we got the Juice Ton from Spindle Tap Brewing. So, yeah, I would say, I can always count on Anchorage for coming out with some crazy, hoppy, dank flavors in their IPAs. So, in my opinion, I think the best one to kind of get the similar experience to what this is would probably be Anchorage, to be honest, just because they never let me down, and I'm not expecting them to let me down anytime soon. So, and of course, verified locations they have here. Let's see, we got Total Wine in Greenfield, Wisconsin. We got Cellar Fine Wine and Spirits in Phoenix, Arizona. Of course, we got the Get and Run in Gilbert, Arizona. Then the Eden Prairie Liquor in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. And then the Wine Cellar and Craft Beer. What is this? Wine Cellar and Craft Beer Spot in DIPA, Wisconsin. So, but of course, you could probably find it around St. Paul and Minnesota and all that. Well, St. Paul and Minneapolis and all that stuff. So, yeah, let's see what other people are actually saying on this. I don't think my dad checked this one in yet, so I don't know his thoughts. But let's see here. Let's see what other people have to say about this one. Oh, yeah, it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. So, looking here, let's see. There's another guy. There's a guy that gave it a 4 out of 5, purchased off Tavor. 4.25 out of 5, purchased off Tavor. Let's see, we got another 4.25, purchased off Tavor. And then let's see, 4 out of 5 saying big grapefruit and sweeter than I expected. The only negative is that it's really sweet, but the hop blend is really nice. Overall, great beer, worth a try. I don't think it's too sweet. I think more of those kind of, those danker, like cannabis-related notes come through a little bit more, like that, more of that pininess, a little bit of citrusy. Not really getting a crazy amount of sweetness to it. I don't think it's like a malty sweetness he might be tasting. It may be just like those natural sweet flavors of the hops. But let's see. We got a 4 out of 5 saying really digging this. Not overly citrus, but a good floral blend. Yeah, definitely has those like floral, piney, hoppy, dank notes that just are the most predominant flavor in this. This person gave it a 4.5 out of 5 purchase from Tavour. Another 4.5 out of 5 off of Tavour. Another 4 out of 5. 4.25 out of 5. So yeah. Oh, there we go. Here's one. Didn't really give a rating, but it said Dad is smoking today. ... Ribs. That sounds an absolute, like a fantastic beer to have with ribs, to be honest. But I forgot to mention this. So, like I said, 8.5% ABV, and with over 1,745 ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.31 out of 5 on Untappd, which is pretty damn good having that many ratings. This I can definitely see after trying this why this has the rating that it does, because it's absolutely delicious. So let's start figuring out what we're going to be doing for ratings on this guy. Can art. Actually, let me pour the rest of it into the glass. Can art, yeah. Blackstack has this kind of token kind of can art they do, where it shows like kind of like a warehouse slash, like I guess you could say a warehouse with like a smokestack in the center. But then when they kind of differentiate the different beers that they're doing, they kind of change out the colors and the color of the smokestack with the lines on there. So of course this one has like more of like a purplish pink kind of color, with then having that kind of tie-dye, something you would expect to see at a Grateful Dead concert kind of look. So I really like how they tried to, they're emphasizing that this is going to be a really cannabis related and a very kind of dank and hoppy IPA. So what kind of colors can they incorporate into the can art that would kind of recreate that, and having that tie-dye in there I think just makes it match perfectly. Of course, you got the Blackstack logo and the name right there. Triple dry hop double IPA. So yeah. And plus, here's the story on the can if you want it. It shows the description, so it reads it off the side right there. So yeah, they took advantage of the can art with so many different things, of course. The main thing for me is the bottom part in the center. I wish they put a little bit more in there. Maybe some Grateful Dead references I think would have been pretty cool, or some like more hippie kind of stoner style kind of artwork on there. But I really like the tie-dye. I really like the Blackstack kind of like building with the smokestack on there. Having like the description on the side is really nice. So yeah, I like this a lot. I'm going to give this a solid 4 out of 5 for can art. Really, really good. So, let's see. Yeah, it's hippie hoppy. For sure, Ian. If I got this beer in a flight at Blackstack Brewing, would I get another one? To be honest, absolutely. I have so many. I drink so many different IPAs that are like citrusy juice bombs, having like a really nice pillowy mouthfeel. Having this kind of one to where it's crazy amount of hoppy, like pine, dank, resiny flavors, along with like just a slight kind of tropical fruit / citrus note on the back end, and kind of giving like that oily mouthfeel that I kind of learned how to enjoy IPAs with that mouthfeel. Yeah, this brings back to some of my favorite IPAs. Definitely having those really hoppy kind of cannabis related notes in there to just smack you in the face are fantastic. So yeah, I would definitely get another one of these. I'd probably get a 4-pack to bring home just because I like the flavor so much. So what is my final rating on this one going to be? That's going to be a tough one. Actually, I don't know if it'll be tough, but kind of getting on a scale of what it's going to be. I know it's going to be a high rating at least. I think I'm going to give this a solid 8.75 out of 10, almost a 9. I really enjoy it. If you can get your hands on some Dad Smokes, ? It's going to be weird to say it like that, but if you can get your hand on some Dad Smokes from Blackstack, do yourself a favor and get it. If you enjoy a nice, like, kind of piney, dank, very hoppy IPA, some slight kind of citrusy and tropical fruit notes in here, yeah, I think you'll like it. I think you would really enjoy this one if you got your hands on it. Speaking to you specifically, Kentucky and Ian, I know you guys would definitely be a fan of this one. So, let's see. I think that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you everybody again for tuning in. You guys are awesome. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. Of course, if you're looking to try more beers from Blackstack or many breweries around the country, always going to recommend the service I use called Tavour. It's the beer delivery / beer subscription service that you can either choose what kind of beers you want to get when it comes to like choosing on a flavor profile, and they send you random beers that fit those profiles per month, or you can download the app and kind of a build as you go kind of situation to where They have a specific amount of beers available every single day. They update their list every day, and you get to choose to where you purchase it there. They store it for you for a month, and then once that designated day where they've been stocking up your box comes, they ship your box to you for a $15 flat rate shipping. So you can get how many beers? 100 beers for $15 flat rate shipping. It's a great service, and it's just fantastic people over there. Unfortunately, it may not be available all over the place. You kind of just got to download the app and put in your zip code, and they'll let you know right away if you can get stuff delivered to you from them. But other than that, that is pretty much it, guys. So thank you again, everybody, for hanging out. You guys are awesome. If you're new to the channel, like what you see, and this is your first review watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. Let you know whenever I go live doing a review. I got a couple ones going through this week, so I'll have one tomorrow and Friday for you guys, but I probably won't have any this weekend. Got to work, so of course, hey, if you're in the Chicagoland area, if you are in the northwest suburbs, I'll say, if nobody knows, I work at Phibbs Brewing Company, and we are releasing our Oktoberfest this weekend. So go there on Friday, get to hang out. There's going to be company there serving brats, all that kind of stuff, and then we're going to be, let's see, I know there's going to be a tent. There's going to be a live polka band playing, so it's going to be a really fun kind of experience. But throughout the weekend, we'll be serving our Oktoberfest for you guys. So if you want to come by and drink and try it out, you can see me there probably Saturday and Sunday serving it to you. So I'll be very excited to hopefully see some people that possibly tune into my reviews there. I don't know. If anybody's in Illinois and wants to come have a couple beers, Phibbs Brewing Company is always the best place to go because it's a great group of people and a great company, and I'm glad to represent them. So without further ado, that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So if you want to see more of a social media aspect of beer and beer drinking, always going to recommend Untapped. You can see people like me, Wintucky, Lee, Ian, Duchess. Let's see, we got the Typhons, so many other people on there. So it's just cool. Check in beers, get badges, hang out with your friends, and just kind of talk beer. It's pretty much what it's all about. But other than that, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you again, everybody, for hanging out. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to say it like I always say it, then we're going to get the hell out of here. If we're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And cheers, everybody. Happy Wednesday.